Standing at the corner of 7th and State in Quincy is a promise, painted on the side of an old building which reads, "Vote for Ron Paul, win a free country." That sounds like a fair trade, and with this in mind, nearly 42,000 Americans cast their vote for Ron Paul as president in 2008. Barack Obama was elected to serve as president that year, and those 42,000 American citizens who cast their vote for Ron Paul were each left with unfulfilled promises and shattered dreams of running their own countries. That sign has since been repainted to read, "Vote for Ron Paul 2012, win a free country," leaving those skeptical Ron Paul followers to wonder if he'll make good on his promise from 4 years ago if elected in 2012. But it's particular tragedies like this one from 2008 that show just how important being educated is when it comes to the presidential election. We took to the streets of Quincy on the eve of Election Day to find out just how informed American voters are about this year's election and years to come. If President Obama is re-elected, do you think his next 6 years in office will be as good as his previous 6 years?
Yes, yeah. He's helping the economy out better, I think, right now.
With a lot of pressure coming from the media and voters alike, do you think Mitt Romney will show his birth certificate before the election tomorrow?
I don't know.
There's a lot of pressure on Mitt Romney right now to present his birth certificate. Do you think he'll present it before tomorrow's election?
No. There's not enough time, and I had no doubt he was born here.
There's a lot of talk also about Proposition B, which is a tax increase on adult toys. How do you feel about that?
I don't care one way or another.
Do you know who Jesse the Body Ventura is?
No.
Okay, he's recently announced that he's thinking about running for president in 2016. Would you support him running?
No.
His proposal is that he wants to get rid of the death penalty and have death row's most dangerous inmates fight to the death in a steel cage. Do you support that at all?
No.
Would you pay the $60 to watch it on pay-per-view?
No.
Do you know what GOP stands for?
No.
Want to take a guess?
No.
Do you think that with the pressure from the voters that Mitt Romney will present his birth certificate before the election tomorrow?
I think so. Just to show that he's an honest individual.
There was supposed to be a scheduled debate between both the president and vice president candidates where they were going to pit both parties against each other in a Top Chef competition. Would you have watched that?
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Who do you think would have won that competition?
Oh, Mitt Romney. And just like he's going to win the other competition.
Do you know who Jesse the Body Ventura is?
Yes.
He's announced that he is going to run in 2016. Would you vote for Jesse?
Sure.
He has proposed that instead of the death penalty, his plan is to rid that and have death row inmates fight to the death in a steel cage. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay, would you watch that or support that?
Sure.
And would you pay the proposed $60 to watch that on pay-per-view?
No, it should be free.
Kind of along that same note, the Libertarian Party has announced that should they have a president in the near future from the Libertarian Party, that they will make unregistered voters in the U.S. participate in the Hunger Games. Do you think that's a good idea?
No. The Hunger Games, that's just a TV show, isn't it?
It's just a TV show, but they actually want to bring that to life and have unregistered voters compete in that. Do you believe in that?
No.
A lot of people mention the GOP when they talk about politics and the presidential race. Do you know what that stands for?
No, sir.
Do you want to take a guess?
No, sir.
There's a lot of pressure coming from both sides of the political parties for Mitt Romney to prove that he is an American citizen. Do you think that he'll show his birth certificate before tomorrow's election?
Yes, because he's an American. He's the governor of Massachusetts.
The Electoral College plays a huge part in the election process. Do you know if they have got a master's program at the Electoral College?
No, sir, I do not.
What percentage of the vote do you think is going to go to H. Ross Perot this year?
About 33%.
Provided with those answers, it seems as though America truly is a nation divided as it pertains to who the public supports during this election. Stunning results from a recent poll suggested that many Americans would be casting their vote for famous rock and roll musician Ted Nugent, who's running on what he calls the Wango Tango platform. With such indecisiveness at the polls in 2012, this truly is anyone's race. One thing is for certain, America will be talking on Wednesday, November 7th. Reporting from the streets of Quincy, Illinois, I'm Beau Becraft.